about POAP. You're handing these badges out, people are going crazy. But let's start at the beginning. In 2019, you connected with our co-founder of NFT NYC, Cameron Bale, and that was kind of the beginning of you being a part of this community. Why don't you tell me a bit about that conversation?
It's a great question, I love it. We were in Osaka, in Japan, at DevCon. DevCon is the largest Ethereum conference in the year, and something that I love to present because it's so different. DevCon was a 4-day long event, and I had the ability, and we all had the ability, to talk to every NFT person at the place. And it was the place with the highest NFT people in the world. Maybe they were like 100 NFT experts, like Cameron, Chody, and others. And we had a kind conversation, it was great. They love POAP, I love Cred, and other stuff they were doing. And it's such a huge gap between of how we've done conference in 19 and how we do them today. Like when I was getting my badge today, I got swarmed, and they almost had to call security because the crowds, they all wanted their POAPs and they wanted to know what we were up. So this is so different, and in a way, I kind of miss the times where we were able to build cool shit without having to be under constant pressure from all fronts.
Right.
But at the same time, this is what we wanted.
Of course.
We wanted NFT NYC to be the landmark
Yes.
of the events in the NFT industry.
Right.
Now that it happened, we better enjoy it.
Right. So what's important for you with POAP for this week? What do you want to accomplish? What do you want people to know about POAP if they aren't familiar with it?
Yeah, so POAP is very well established on the Ethereum ecosystem and in the crypto ecosystem in general, even in other blockchain communities. There are communities of other cryptos on which the members, the only Ethereum asset they had is POAP. So you can't tell that they aren't Cardano people or Solana people, and they still love POAP. The challenge we have is how do we replicate this feeling of affection that people get to their POAPs? Maybe we should explain what POAP is. Like for the couple guys that don't yet know what a POAP is, it's a token that you get when you go to an event, and it is a collectible in the shape of a regular ERC-721 token that will live with you forever as every other NFTs, and it helps you remember everything you've done at the conference or in your life. So this concept has very well been proven. It's like a checking social network on Web2. Now, the challenge for us is how do we make a nice, smooth product so non-crypto natives can get the same joy, the joy of observing an item that you know you own, because there's this little difference, which is it's not the same when you have the NFT, it's not just a JPEG, it's yours. And this is the main challenge, and I think although this has been going on for maybe 4 hours since you opened gates, it is clear that the mainstream, it's getting it. Maybe it's not the mainstream, but I met plenty of crypto curious people that are coming to say, how do I get more POAPs? Because most POAPs seems to be of Ethereum related events or crypto related events, and they are like one guy that had talked to me, he's a surveyor. And he's like, they don't mean POAPs at surveyors conferences. And I am like, this is on you. POAP is a protocol that anyone can use. You can go and tell your surveyor company to start minting POAPs, and it's kind of happening. There are plenty of non-crypto companies here, like bakeries, ice cream shop, music venues minting POAPs. So this is what we are after, and I am happy to say that it is happening.
And so when people want to connect with you, POAP, do you have a booth? Where people find you to kind of get a patch and more?
This is a challenge for us because POAP has been in the market since 2018.
Right.
But early this year, when the NFT industry exploded, we found us, from one side, very well positioned because we were on the mindset of everyone, but it was impossible to be prepared for the degree of attention that we are getting. So for reaching out to us, I kindly ask that you better try to do it asynchronically, like offline, by email or our website, because although we have 7 people of POAP here, we are all pretty much a slam, and if you want to get a high quality answer for us, something more than getting a sticker, this is not the right place. Of course, if you want a sticker, a patch, a POAP, this is why we are here. But be conscious that This is a challenging time for most of us running business on top of NFTs, and we need to preserve our mental health and our capacity.
Right. If I say to you NFT 2024, and you think about this industry in 2 or 3 years, what comes to mind? What are you hoping for in the next 2 or 3 years?
I think we are halfway global domination. I think in 10 years, every collectible is either going to be a native NFT or it will have an NFT associated with it somehow. That's going to happen between 10 or 20 years, it's hard to tell. In 2024, that's going to be pretty obvious already, but there's always a transition period. It happened to Web2, like in 2010, it was obvious that most air travel, most food delivery was going to be done online, but the iPhone was 2 years old, so we weren't there yet. But it was obvious that we were going to get there. It's going to be the same with NFTs. Now, where we are now, there are signals that collectively this industry is going to become huge. How it's going to happen, meaning speed and other conditions, we don't yet know, but there's no doubt that it is poised for unbound adoption.
I like that.
As
very
cell
good.
phones.
Yeah.
Pretty much like, if you were speaking about cell phones 20 years ago, you could say that they were poised for unbound adoption.
Yeah,
It's the same with NFTs.
that's great. Well, thanks for jumping in for a conversation. I appreciate it. I like that handshake. It's a real handshake. Like I knew you were there.
We are not fooling around.
No kidding.
No kidding.
All right. And for all of you out there, thanks for your attention. I salute you. I'll be back again soon. Thanks.